Hi, I'm back. Took a while. I've been a bit flat out to Possums and neglecting you, but I will do my damnedest to get this all sorted and keep up with things. Okie dokie. Let's have a look what's happening. Well, we're into April and Mercury's gone retrograde, so, expect a few hassles in communications and a few delays and a couple of hiccups. Take a deep breath, go, it's Mercury retrograde, we can cope. Okay, let's have a look what's happening with Capricorn. Capricorn, you should be feeling pretty flash about a financial situation right now. This may be yours or something that you're involved with. It's about community and moving forward. The strength around Capricorn now is about being versatile. It's about being open. Your biggest strength is to be going with the flow. It's to be doing what's happening around you. It's to being open to receiving. We're all pretty good at asking for what we want, but very few of us are actually really good about being open to receiving. This is about being open to allow things to come to us. And it's about a community spirit. This is a great time for Capricorns to become involved in community situations, community activities, things that are moving strongly forward. So for now, it's time to basically strut your stuff and get on with it, hun. Okay, let's have a look at Aquarius. Aquarians are often affected either very positively or very negatively by Mercury going backwards. So let's have a check out. Oh, love is in the air. Okay, this is more about a time about self-love, about doing things that are going to balance and get things to heal in with you. That noise in the background is my dog rolling on the mat. Goddess, love his little heart, or big heart, as it may be. But this is about looking after yourself. It's about going with flows. It's about discovering... Oh, he's gone. I was about to look for the dog so I could show him to you, but he's done a run. It's about discovering what works for you. It's about discovering your best qualities. It's about working with everything you have inside to bring it outside. It's like no one can see what's going on inside, hun, unless you talk to someone. But this is also about setting plans in motion that's going to do some healing energy for you, and to allow your world to be strong. No one can do this for you. Everyone can point you in the right direction and go, this is a possibility here and this is a possibility here. But in actuality, this has to come from within. You have to step up now and start with the self-love, with looking after yourself, with taking responsibility for your own personal emotional healing. Okay? And quit the judgment crap. Everybody has a space in their life when they have to sort stuff, deal with it, basically. Cop it sweet. So don't worry about the guilt thing, huh? It's not going to serve any good purpose whatsoever. Aries. Aries, whoa, it's about celebrating. Now, this is physical celebrations, as in big family stuff. It's possible weddings are in the air, but it's also about celebrating yourself, celebrating what you've done, celebrating how far you've come. This is about celebrating the small things. Arians tend to wait until they've got a whacking great big thing to celebrate because they don't see the value of the little steps that get you there. This is about celebrating the baby steps. It's about celebrating, wow, look how great I am. Wow, look what I've done. But it's about enjoyment. It's about opening the doors to enjoyment. It's about opening your mind to allow yourself this rest time, this time to down and just enjoy. This is about a big shift for the Arians. It's either work. This is time to step into relaxation, step into doing something really good for yourself, and basically because you can. It's about, that's where we're coming from right now. But it's about celebration. It's about celebrating the fact that you're happy, that you're healthy, that this is working, that that's working, without having to wait for the big stuff. Pisceans. Okay. So some of it's wishing and hoping and dreaming. But you know what? Remember that old song? If you don't talk happy and you never have a dream, you're never going to have a dream come true. This is about what's happening in your life. It's about don't give up. It's like don't put your dreams on the back burner. It's about dream big. Look to the future. Look past the now and look to where you can go. Look to pardon me. Look towards what's available for you. It's not about seeing the world through rose-coloured glasses. You know, if you don't see the world through rose-coloured glasses, there's no positive space for an affirmation to make it work. So this is about Pisceans putting on the rose-coloured glasses, getting out of that practical, everything has to have a logical answer right now. Pop on your rose-coloured glasses and dream a little. Look at the best possible outcome. It's dream as big as you can. But put all that emotional contact into it. It's dreams equals a plus emotions that equals success. This is what you need to learn right now. Can you have it all? Absolutely. The only thing is, it's a matter of when. Affirmations aren't going to just dump everything you want out of the sky in your lap. Okay? But it's going to happen. So it's about stay positive, stay strong. But pop your rose-coloured glasses on and have a great dream. Okay, Taurians. Taurus is a little bit about balance. It's about getting everything in alignment. It's about sorting everything out. But it's also about accepting that you have the tools to do anything you want with. However, everything you've learned and everything you are learning and everything you know are absolutely useless if they're sitting on a shelf. You've got to remember that knowledge plus experience equals wisdom. What you're doing right now is, look, you've got all this stuff happening. If you're looking for jobs, it's no good having all these little certificates sitting there if you've got no experience to back them up. This is about going out into the world and having experience. It's about using the experience you got. It's about drawing on experience. It's about opening the door to new experience. It's not about sitting back on your laurels and going, oh, either poor me, this isn't happening, this isn't happening. Get over it. Deal with it, move on. What is happening is it's time for you to look into the experience that you have and to then bring out the best of that. Many of us, when we're looking for a move forward, we forget what we know. This is where you are right now, Taurus. You're forgetting what you know. It's about pull all the memory, all the experience, look at what you know. If you have to, make lists about what you've done, good, bad, and indifferent. It's remembering what you know. It's about pulling these tools out and then lining them up to see which is usable by you. Okie dokie. Let's see what Geminis of the world are up to, shall we? This Gemini's got a frog in her throat. Gemini's it's about balancing what you want. It's also about stepping up to the plate. It's about stepping that little bit above the putting in what you have to do and then going that little bit extra. This is what's happening here. Gems, if you can move pardon me, if you can move that little bit more and put in that little bit extra, give 110%, it's going to come back 210%. It's too easy sometimes to cruise and to just go, yes, but they didn't do this and they didn't do this and this one's problem and this one's problem. In actual fact, you've got to dump all that. You've got to have a straight line here which you can walk. It's about, yes, this is what I need to do. Let's not worry about this one or this one. It's like, yes, straight walk here. You know what needs to be done. It's about time to follow through, but put in that little bit of extra. You're at a space now where things are in motion. They're actually moving forward. So let's not put the brakes on. We've got this vehicle on the road, hon. Let's not put the brakes on. Let's just put the pedal to the pedal to the metal and you can do this. But it's also about not slipping back into that, I guess, misery victim mode. That's quite easy for gems right now with Mercury flying back. Not Mercury. Yes, Mercury retrograde. It's because Gemini and Mercury are like this. So it's easy to get that little bit, ooh, let's not go there, hon. Let's just keep this acceleration that started last month. Let's keep this acceleration flying along, okay? Now we're going to have a look at Cancerians. Really need to sort this throat, but you never know. Cancerians, oh darlings, it's about looking back about what it could have been, what should have been, what might have been. You know, this is what causes a whole pile of grief in the world. Coulda, shoulda, might have, maybe. Sometimes in our space we need grief, but we need to have grief so that it flows. And I know that's a really odd statement, but you need to go through grief. You don't need to wrap yourself up in it and use it as a blanket, as a shawl. And this is grief for all things. Grief for people we lose, grief for relationships we lose, grief for jobs we lose, and grief for things we lose. Sometimes we put grief into this packet and it's only about losing loved ones. Grief is about all things in life. It's about allowing ourselves to accept that grief and deep sadness are a part of the emotional spectrum. If we don't experience grief, we can never truly understand the love. And I know that's a weird statement, but grief can be devastating, but grief can also be healing. Grief can be renewing. This is about death and rebirth. It's about, here's the death. The grief period is the space that happens between endings and beginnings. There's no need to make the grief period static so that there's no space to move on, if you know what I'm saying. This is your time to understand that it's time to build a new bridge. It's time to start this flow again. It's time to move through. Not into forgetting, not into unremembering, but into moving through. Okay? But on the bright side, the cash flow is looking up. Leos, let's see what our Leos Leo souls are up to. I tell you, I would not want to be getting a cold. God and I are going to be having words. Leo, well, it's all about the cash flow, darling. Absolutely all about the cash flow. You've either put your foot in it, maxed out your credit cards, or you're wondering where the heck am I going to get the cash to cover all these bills. Hun, it's about head down, bum up, and just get on with it. That's the whole situation now, simply because there isn't an easy way through some of the messes you Leo guys get yourself into. It's about sorting it through. It's about, okay, this bit belongs here, this bit belongs here, this bit belongs here. But in some Leo cases, it's also about making sure that this bit here stays. Because this bit is the plan, this bit is the holiday, this bit is looking forward to the next step. Leos are in the process of looking at moving and looking at different places, different venues, different ways of doing things. So what you're at right now is like, yep, get rid of everything else, but make sure you've got this little cash here that's going to see you through a secure break, but also one where you're not going to have to count the pennies. Whereas if there's something great, oh wow, I need this tour, or I can add this, or the shopping's excellent, then you have that bulk there to do it. This is about nesting. And for some Leos, it's not going to be about nesting the house, the holiday, it's going to be about nesting for the house. So it's like, yep, just deal with the cash flows, huns, because you can. Now, Virgo. Bless Virgos. Alright. Very un-Virgo-like at the moment. Rushing here, rushing there, getting a bit done here, a bit done there. It's like things are all over the place. Not Virgo-like at all. Don't worry, huns, you're drawing it all in together. This is about what this time is about. It's about bringing things together. It's about knowing that you can see light at the end of the tunnel. It's about knowing that you're going in the right direction. But it's also about knowing that you can't stand still. You've got to make choices this way or this way. But it's also about knowing that no matter how organized you want to be and everything, you're involved with other people who basically are that little bit laid back and going on their own trail. It's very hard to sort of hold your horses and wait for someone to catch up with you sometimes, but it's pretty much necessary right now, because you know you can whip this horse all you like, but it's only going to plod along at its own pace, hon. It's about the size of it. But it's also about extra responsibility. It's about moving through, moving forward, having access to new ideas, to new directions. It's about a time of sharing and brainstorming with others that's going to open new doors and allow things to flow through for you. Well, I've about run out of time on this little one, so I'm going to have to catch up the next on another little video. There